On Sunday, 9th January 2021, Sriwijaya Air was supposed to fly from Jakarta to Pontianak Airport on this fateful day. So, 50 passengers and 12 crew members entered the plane, and the plane was in a good condition. It was a good old 737, like how many people fly the 737, and it was a very good aircraft, good condition, not any flaw, no problems with the airplane. It was a nice aircraft, and 50 passengers and 12 cabin crew members settled in for the flight from Jakarta to Pontianak Airport. But they didn't know that they were going to experience something that they haven't experienced in a long time. They were going to experience negative things. So the plane had done the checks, like everything's okay with the aircraft, nothing's wrong with the airplane, because that Airproof like 603 had a problem. It was the maintenance staff installed the tape and they didn't remove the tape in time, so when they took off they crashed. So that's why they have to check everything. You're also a captain, so you have to check everything before leaving. So they checked everything, nothing was wrong, but still the 30 minutes delay, they made a 30-minute delay because of the rain that was surrounding the airport. So after 30 minutes, the plane took off with 50 passengers and 12 crew members, and it was visible. Then after that, after 3-4 minutes of flying, after 3-4 minutes of takeoff, then the plane suddenly turned to the right. Now, why did the plane turn to the right? So then the air traffic controllers asked the pilot that why the plane turned to the right. But the pilot did not give any response. Okay? So the pilot did not give any response to the air traffic controller, and the plane went down and crashed into the Java Sea below. Now, what was the problem with the aircraft? So now, let's start now. This day, it was rainy, but I cannot believe that in a rainy weather a plane can crash. No, because in a rainy weather a plane cannot crash. Okay? If there was a so plane cannot crash in rainy weather, okay? But if there was a bad weather, the plane could have just stayed in the ground, right? Because bad weather means don't take off, so the plane could have just stayed in the ground. So what the pilot does, the cockpit voice recorder and the flight data recorder, they put all the information together. Like if he puts the autopilot, how much throttle he's using, or how much throttle he's using, or what speed did he give to the airplane, okay? What commands did he give to the aircraft, so to the autopilot. So that's also counted, because sometimes pilots do intentional, that intentional, like Malaysian Airlines, right? So yeah, that's why the pilot's actions are recorded in those two boxes, the cockpit voice recorder and the flight data recorder. Okay, and yes, so we couldn't find out that what was the problem with the airplane. Well, after a few days, they noticed that they had a problem with the auto throttle. Auto throttle is a throttle that automatically controls the plane. Like example, one engine is putting is give full power, but the other engine gives half power. So in this case, the plane might move into the other side where there is half powered, because the other engine, the right one, has half power, so it might move to the right. That's why the auto throttle works in to keep them stable, okay, and not to avoid the plane turning to the right or left. But and if and yes, so I told two throttles at the same time, okay, two throttles at the same time. Like example, one engine is increasing more thrust, but other engine is decreasing thrust. So it might move into the decreased thrust in the engine. So it will move into the decreased thrust engine. Okay, like the thrust has already decreased in the other side, right? So to go into the other side. So that's why the auto throttle tries to balance the plane. Okay, and yes, that's what the problem was. Well, we couldn't investigate that what happened. It's still under investigation, okay? When I get the report of why this plane crashed, I will tell you. But I think it's auto throttle, because I think it's auto throttle or pilot, okay? Those two possibilities, I think, but it's still under investigation, okay? I don't know how many days or months or years it will take, or weeks or months, okay? How many days, weeks, months, years it will take. But when the report comes, I will tell you that what happened.